Hi, we are MedCapture. From the left, we have Philip, Ryan, Tanner, and Ben.
So what is MedCapture? The current process for conducting eye exams is often manual and repetitive. There is oftentimes you go and see an eye doctor and you are sitting across from them, just like in this photo, where they are taking it down via paper and then it's filed away and the patient never gets to see it. So that is a couple of the problems that we are trying to tackle with MedCapture. We are focusing on streamlining the exam process for ophthalmologists and making a new annotation process for them so that they can create medical records on the fly and be able to dispense them to patients.
All right, now coming into our application, after a doctor signs in, they'll be greeted with this page. In here, they can see all their patients. They can also search by first name or age, provider, last name, so they can query the records. Coming in here, we can add a new patient, or we can go ahead and create an exam for an existing patient. So here, let's go view exams, and we can go ahead and create a new one. And updating this, the first page will be the visual acuity test. These are just taking down measurements of the patient's vision and whether they have glasses or contacts. Moving on to the next page, this is where the doctor has the ability to annotate different images of the eye. And this is helpful because patients can better understand the visual aspect of it, of seeing the annotation of their eye. So we've got different selectors to change color and size and whatnot. We've also got multiple different eye images, and these are helpful because not all parts of the eye are visible from a certain spot. And so here, the different locations we have include this, and so we can go ahead and create an annotation with the disc and say there is edema. Leave a comment here and save that, and the annotation will save. Doctors also have the ability to drag these annotations around wherever they please. And now moving into, say, the macula, the doctor then wanted to create an annotation here. They're given macula and vessels because these are the two parts of the eye that are visible from the back. So we can go ahead and create another annotation. And coming down here, we can see that this view PDF is automatically updated as the annotations are made. And so this is easy because this can be printed off, this can be saved, stored in the medical records, or given to the patient. So it's a very quick way to get that medical report. We also have a selector for right and left eye that will show up in the bottom as well. But moving on to go save and next, we are finally given to a summary page. And we could say, checkup in 6 months. And then the examination is complete, and going back in there, we can then see that the annotations will load back in with the correct diagnoses and locations for that.
Thanks, Ryan, for that. And now my name is Tanner, and I'll be taking you through some of the more technical aspects on how we were able to build this piece of software. So the first one is, if you look on the left-hand side, you can see an authentication page. And that was built out using AWS's Cognito service, which is a industry recognized authentication service that's used by many Fortune 500 companies. And all of these services were available to us via AWS Amplify, which is AWS's premier serverless setup for creating full stack applications. So we use AWS for our backend, and then we use React, which is a JavaScript library for creating front-end applications. So we use React for our front end and AWS for our backend. Now our project was deployed using CloudFront, which is an AWS service, and it's a content delivery network. So our content or our React app is stored in the cloud on AWS, and then it's served to our clients throughout the globe. So wherever you're accessing, you have access to MedCapture software. We also used a continuous integration, continuous deployment via GitHub. So this application was deployed so that any change or update made to the application is automatically updated to the cloud, so that our users can get any updates very quickly, and it's all deployed after having been thoroughly tested using our test suite. And then lastly, all of these services, like I said, are industry recognized services. So with that, I'd like to thank you for hearing us out and listening to this presentation, learning a bit more about MedCapture. We hope that it's beneficial to you in the future. Thank you.